Hey babes, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Sydney if you guys are new here. If you're not, hey girl, hey, welcome back to the channel. So as you guys can tell by today's title, we're going to be doing a wind down Wednesday video. So I don't know if I wanted this to be like something that I always do like every single Wednesday, or if I want to do it like once a month on a Wednesday, but I felt like this was like perfectly fitting for today's vibe. It's the 28th and the new year / my birthday will be here on Saturday. So if you guys don't see me again until then, happy new year to you guys. And yeah, so I'm just gonna bring you guys attention over here to the wine that we're going to be talking about tonight. And this is a new one for me, so this is my first time trying out this wine. I'm going to be completely honest with you girl, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I know y'all can't really see me, but the wine that we're going to be talking about or trying out tonight is this I don't know girl, STE Chateau Michelle, and it's a Riesling, and it is, girl, I don't know, I got this straight from Publix, okay? And yeah girl, it's a Riesling, and I've tried one Riesling. I was actually going to drink the Riesling that I have first tried, that I wanted to like feature and show you guys, but I could not find that for the life of me, so I had to get this one. So hopefully it's good, okay? And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth of it. I got these wine glasses from TJ Maxx. So if you guys are in the market to find like nice wine glasses, girl, I got these from TJ Maxx and they were only $25 for 4. The wine opener that I'm going to be using tonight is from Chefman. It's actually from Amazon, and it's an electric wine opener. Super cute. And I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how I open my wine. So I'm just going to use this little Now that was super easy. So I'm just gonna pour me some wine. I think this is a generous amount for the video. If not, we'll refill for sure. So I just have to put the cork back on, but I'm probably gonna go back into this. So I'm gonna set this right here. All right, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, cheers. And yeah, let me try it, girl. Let me try some of this. I like that. I like that a lot, girl. This is good. Coming from a girl that usually drinks Stella Rosa, girl, we're stepping up, girl. We're moving up in the world. So yeah, make sure you guys try that out. I will just have the name of it down below. And also, you gotta be 21 years or older. So if you're of age, make sure you try that out, okay? This is so good. I feel so like, it's very fitting since I'm about to be 25. And I just feel so good drinking this, y'all. It's good. Like, it's really good. And I'll be the first one to tell you if it wasn't good, that it was nasty. But this is actually really, really good. All right, so let me sit this here. Let's talk. All right, y'all. So I know I've gotten quite a few like new subscribers. So hey y'all, if y'all are new. So let's just kind of go into like a little backstory before I go ahead and get started. My name is Sydney Hydeia, but you guys can call me Sydney. Hydeia is my middle name. You guys can call me Sydney. You guys can call me Sydney Hydeia. You can call me Hydeia. You can call me Sid. Whatever, I don't mind. So yeah, that's just like, let's just getting the little introductions out of the way. And yeah, so I wanted to make this video today because I feel like 2021 was such a year to say the least. Let me drink to that. So good. 2021 was such a year, and I wanted to make this video just as a sit down to just kind of reflect over 2021 as a whole and just talk about some things that I learned. And like I said, I'm 24, I'm about to turn 25 in like a few days, and I just want to kind of just share the little knowledge that I do have in my life right now, and just trying to share it with you, and hopefully we build a community. If you guys know what I'm talking about, feel free to comment down below. Let's chit chat in the comment section, and let's really get into growth. So let's talk about the good and bad things. So obviously, like throughout the years and throughout every year, there's always good and bad, but I feel like this year is even more like, you know, makes it a little bit more special because, you know, we had the big C in our lives for the past like 2 years. I've honestly lost count. I think my biggest takeaway is to look at the glass as half full, not half empty. I have made a specific commitment to myself personally to choose to be happy every day. Personally, for me, I've never really been a super pessimistic or a negative person. I've always tried to be an optimistic person. As long as I've known, at least, like even in high school, I've always tried to just be happy, because I've always gone by this: every day above ground is a good day. So personally, that's just kind of what I live by. So I urge you, if you're one of those type of people, and I know life throws stuff at you all the time, if you're one of those type of people that find yourself down or depressed, really think about it. Like every day above ground is a good day. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at life, and that's how I've looked at these past few years. Being in this state that we're in, I've definitely tried to make myself happy. Like just choose to be happy no matter what goes on that day. My tire could go flat or something could go wrong. I'm choosing to be happy no matter what. Like that's my biggest thing, I think, along with growth, which we'll talk about that in a minute. Oh, girl, this wine is so good. It creeps up on you though. You gotta be careful. So that's our next topic. So growing and maturing. So I have done so much of this. Honestly, I look back at my past self, just like even a few years ago, and y'all, when I tell you I have grown in so many ways, it's crazy. Honestly, I always had an idea of like what the Sydney I wanted to be looked like. I just always thought it would come with like older age, I guess. I don't know. Being a higher age or being older does not equate maturity, okay? So I don't know, like y'all, I have grown so much. Like I'm not gonna get into everything right now, but I have grown so much with my communication with people, with just cultivating relationships in my life, like friendships, my relationship with my boyfriend, my relationship with my family, my relationship with God, like has evolved, and it has grown so much. I'm gonna drink to that. I am so happy. Like I truly and genuinely am super happy in my life right now. Like there are a few things that like I definitely want to change, and some things like I definitely want to grow and do better in, but honestly the growth, girl, the inside growth, and I'm not talking about like, you know, glowing up and stuff, like physically glowing up, that's another thing, but I'm talking about inside, because I was always taught that no matter how cute you are, no matter how gorgeous you are, like that'll get you in the door, but it will never keep you. And substance is definitely something that I have prided myself on, trying to become a woman of substance, and being, not even trying to become, being a woman of substance. Like that's top tier to me. Like being a woman of substance, knowing what she wants, doing what she wants, and doing what she loves, like that is top tier to me. And I have tried my best to become and be that girl. That is for me being like the it girl. Like for me, that is it, you know what I mean? And I know I can't be the only one. I usually have like steered clear from like topics and doing videos like this on my channel, because I used to think like nobody will care. Nobody will care, nobody will listen, but honestly it's not about that. It's about getting the word out and getting the message out, and I felt like I learned things that I wanted to share with you babes, and some things that we could probably resonate on together. Girl, I'm starting to feel this wine. I just wanted to let y'all know. becoming the best me. So I think that had a little bit to do with what I talked about earlier, just becoming that woman of substance, becoming the best Sydney. Honestly, you guys, I'm gonna be honest here. We're gonna have an honest moment. I used to compare myself a lot to other women, to other girls on social media, on YouTube, just like, and not in no hating type way, but like in a way that I'm like, dang, I need to be working harder. I need that. Like, why don't I have that right now? I'm about to be 25. Why don't I have this? Why am I not there? Why don't I have that? And honestly, you guys, I had to take a deep sit back and talk to myself. And I had to be like, girl, that's slick hating. Like, stop it. The envy is not cute. It's just not attractive at all. And because that's what it ends up being. You end up being envious of other people and not grateful for where you are and growing and being where you're at. And the only person I realize that I am in competition with is myself. That's the only person I'm competing against is myself. I'm trying to be the best Sydney that I can be every single day. So just putting it that way, and it's so crazy, y'all. Like, I don't want to get emotional, but it's so crazy because like 2 or 3 years ago, I would be like, that is not me. What? No, never. It can never be me. But now I'm at a place in my life where I'm like, I'm my only competition. Like, you know, so like I focus more so like on becoming the best Sydney, because y'all, listen, comparison is the thief of joy. It just is. Stop comparing yourself to other people if you're doing that, if you're on social media, which is why I took a social media break. Like, I honestly, I was only supposed to be really for a year, but I don't think I've been on social media, like active on social media for a few years now, which that's about to change. Your girl is about to start posting on Instagram. So if you haven't already followed me, go ahead and follow. Just, you know, show me some love. The story behind of why I got off is a lot, and we'll talk about that on another day. If you care to talk about it, let me know down below in the comments. And yeah, just becoming the best you, if it means taking a social media break so that you're not comparing yourself to others and really just working on yourself, I 1000% think that you should do that. Do it, girl, period. Do it. Do what's best for you. Also, when it comes to like being the best you, I want to get on the topic of being more intentional. So if you have an idea of what the best you looks like, be more intentional on what you do to become the best you. For example, for me, I'm gonna use me as an example because it's just easier for me to pick on myself, because you know, so for me, being the best me, I wanted to be more intentional on what I wear. There was a time when I only really wore black. It's crazy because I'm far from it now. I mean, I do wear black. I feel like black is just more slimming. It's a classy look. I don't think it's more classy than any other color, but black is just very, like, I don't know, it's something about a black fit for me. And I used to always wear black, and I used to wear like large clothes and things because I did not like how I looked. I did not like my body. I felt like I was I just felt ugly. Like, I just felt like it was a bad body. That's probably like the best way that I can describe it. I always felt like I had a bad body. I felt like it was ugly. I felt like nobody wanted, like, why would I want to show this if I think that it's ugly? You know, like, why would I want clothes that accentuate my body type if I feel like it's just bleh? It wasn't cute. So I became, after my breast reduction, which I hit on a little bit on my breast reduction videos, that once I had my breast reduction, it raised my confidence so much. Like, it's disgusting how bad it was before the breast reduction, but the confidence now, like, and after the breast reduction, was like through the roof. Like, it was through the roof. It was crazy. I was buying clothes that I never thought that I would ever purchase or wear out in public. So it was really intentional for me to purchase those clothes and wearing them. I even did some swimsuit hauls on my channel, which I thought was crazy at the time. I was like, what am I doing? Like, someone take my camera, take my mic, take my camera, take my ring light, take my YouTube away from me, because I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm really doing this. I would have never thought that I Sydney Hydeia, would be the person doing that. Like, never in a million years. What happened was, after my breast reduction, I started being more intentional about what clothes I bought, the size that I bought, being honest with myself. What size are you? You're not a large, you're a medium, or you're a small medium. You know, you're small in some things, you're a medium in this. You're not a large. Stop buying large, oversized things because you want to hide yourself. Like, but you have to come to that on your own, I think, because no matter how many times my boyfriend was like, your body is beautiful, like, you're beautiful, like, what do you mean, like, you're not ugly. No matter how many times I was told that, it took me time on my own to realize, like, wow, this is the girl that's standing in front of you. Like, you're beautiful. Yeah, there are a few things that we need to do. We need to lose a little bit of weight. We need to do a little bit of this. We need to tweak this. We need to do that. But overall, you're beautiful. You know what I mean? And I only came to that because I was intentional on the things that I would purchase, on the things, and I felt so much better about myself once I did that. Like, girl, be intentional. I was intentional on what I wore. I was intentional on every single thing. Be intentional in your life. That's what I learned in 2021, to be intentional with your life. And not only with things like that, so we can end that part of the conversation about like how you look and things like that there. Not only that, but I have even more like recently learned to be more intentional on the people that I watch on YouTube, because I know that's been a big like topic of discussion. I know that's been a big thing. It has, and I get it. Cheers. I get it. It's been a really big thing. Honestly, I feel like I have started to, and I always have, like, let me start there. I always have watched creators that look like me, because I felt like, I think I told y'all in my try on hauls, when I look for try on hauls, I look for girls that are my shape, around my size, around my height, because me watching someone who's super petite, super slim, and super tall is not going to do anything for me. Not saying that I don't watch those women and don't support their channels. I just like to look at people whom I relate to a little bit more, and I think that's what you should do as well. It helps me. I never feel any type of way. Like, I have an array of people that I watch, like, but I have recently become a little bit more intentional on watching girls that look like me. Black girls who look like me, period. Like, that's it, and that's all, in supporting their channels. And the next thing I wanted to talk about, and we touched on this a little bit, was building confidence. So I'm just going to touch on this a little bit more, since we already kind of talked about it earlier. Building confidence. So when it comes to, girl, we're almost out. It's almost time for a re-up. Okay, when it comes to building confidence, I'll say this. For me, my breast reduction was a major key. You may not need a breast reduction. You may not need anything done. That's hell. Girl, kudos to you. Whatever you need to do, whether it is to maybe dye your hair a different color, maybe it's to go on a little shopping spree, replace some of your clothes that you have. I'm looking at my closet. Replace some of the clothes that you have that's not doing it for you anymore. It's another word that I want to use, but I don't know it. So doing it for you anymore. If they're not doing it for you anymore, I get it. You want to replace it. You want to try something new. You want to start a different style. You want to get a different style, personality. You want to get your nails done a different way. Hey, do it. Do it for you. If it's going to boost your confidence, do it for you, because confidence is a major key with how you move with anyone in your life. The basic relationships that we have, and your confidence really plays a key role in your friendships, in your relationship. You don't want to be that insecure type of person, okay? And I get it, we all have our insecurities, but when your insecurities start to self-destruct and start to make you self-destruct, girl, you've really got to hone it in and think about, what are you insecure about? What's causing that insecurity? And in those areas, try to gain confidence in those areas, and you'll be way better off. Trust me. the next thing that I wanted to briefly just kind of talk about was your goals, because we're reflecting on 2021, right? So over 2021, I would say I crushed quite a few of my goals. I didn't crush all of them, which is okay. And it's okay if you didn't crush all your goals either, because one thing is for sure and two things are for certain, sis. As long as you are here and working and striving towards those goals, you are doing it, okay? You are doing it. You are enough, okay? So as long as you are working towards those goals, there's nothing wrong with it. And don't worry about if you didn't make that goal. Set it for, just push the date out a little bit. Be like, okay, go back to the drawing board and say, okay, I didn't meet this goal, but that's fine. I did this, that, and the third to work towards it. Didn't meet it, but we're going to change the date and we're going to work 10 times harder to meet it by this date. Boom. That way I'm trying to gather my thoughts because this wine is taking your girl out. I'm gonna just tell you that now. It's taking your girl out slowly but surely. If you don't meet your goals, that's fine. Like, it's a-okay. Try again and keep trying until you meet your goals, period. I want to ask you, before I continue on goals, what are your goals for 2022? Like, let's just talk about them in the comments. I will tell you guys my goals at the end of the video, but I kind of want to know, or I'll tell you some of my goals at the end of the video. What are your goals for 2022? I just want to know. If you're wanting to lose weight, what weight are you at? What weight are you trying to be at? If you're wanting to cultivate a new friendship, if you're wanting to make new friends, if you're wanting to move to a different city, if you are wanting to start a new job, pick a new career, whatever it is, list your goals down below so that we can kind of all build in and talk and really hype each other up with these goals, girl, because accountability is everything. And I'm telling you, once you like put it out there, like on the internet, like, hey, I want to have this done by this, girl, don't be surprised if I DM you or or comment and say, hey, you know, how's it going? Are you doing so and so and so and so? Or like, you know, how's that going? Because I care about you, and I definitely know how important it is to have someone to hear you. So like my personal development, like, so for me, for instance, personal development is for you, sis. Like, it's all for you. So always remember, it's not for a man, it's not for this, it's not for that. Personal development is for you. So just keep that in mind whenever you're thinking of, like, for instance, girl, and I think everybody knows the feminine movement. So femininity, I know it was a big trend a few months ago, and honestly, when those videos were coming out, I was learning a lot. Girl. And I think I have always been like the feminine type of person, honestly, but I wanted to become more feminine. And I would read comments and stuff, and people would talk about becoming more feminine to get a husband or to get a rich man or whatever reason it was. And my first thought was, as a woman, you don't become feminine because of someone else or something else. You know, it's not contingent upon, so long as I get a husband, I'll be feminine, or so long as whatever, I'll be feminine. No, femininity is something that is within you. It's you. It is you. It's not even within you. It is you. So for me, when it became like a thing, like the feminine topics, it has to be you. You know what I mean? You become feminine for you, for yourself, above all. Before that, before this, before blah 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 blah, you become feminine for you. Okay, it ends up sticking when you become feminine, or whatever it is, personal development for yourself, it sticks. When people become feminine for things, or for materialistic things, or for a certain guy, or blah 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 blah, they end up not staying. They end up not sticking to it, because as soon as that thing doesn't work out for them, they end up reverting back to their old ways. they end up not being feminine anymore. They end up not buying perfume anymore. They end up not being, you know, self-caring for themselves anymore. They end up not doing all those things that they did because they thought that they were going to get a result, they wanted a certain result, and that result did not happen. So therefore they're like, to hell with it, I'm not doing it anymore. And that's not the right reason to become feminine. It's just not. It's not the right reason to. It's not enough. It's not enough reason to become that. You really have to want to. When it comes to personal development, you're either gonna do it or you're not gonna do it. You're either gonna be a nicer person to people, or you're gonna stay in your old ways. You know what I mean? Like, you're either gonna do it or you're not gonna do it. So that's why it's important to do those things for you first, and then all those other things will come. For example, with being feminine, if you're being feminine and keeping yourself up for you, and you're wanting a good man, that good man will come. Not because you're trying to be feminine for him, but you're feminine for yourself first, and he'll see you for the woman, the feminine woman that you are. Trust me, it works. I'm getting a little too tipsy. I've been doing this a lot, okay? I'm so cozy, I'm laid back, I'm ready to talk, okay? It's something about this Riesling. It's so good. It's so good, y'all. So one of the last things I wanted to talk about before I tell you guys like some of my goals for next year is energy matching, because I'm the queen of matching energies. But let me tell you what, I learned over this year that is not always the right case. You know, like, that's not always the right way to respond to situations, because I'm an adult. I should be able to respond to a situation maturely. We're going back around to the mature. I'm telling you, all the lessons that I learned are centered around each other, girl. All of them. And honestly, I learned that I don't have to match your energy all the time. I feel like sometimes when you match energies to people, it gives, I'm not trying to work this out with you, whether it's a friendship, a family relationship, or your boyfriend or girlfriend. It gives, I don't care to work this out with you. I don't want to do this with you anymore. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I'm being dismissive. Like, that's what it gives. And I'm telling you, that's not what you want. Because what you're going to do is you're going to mess around and ruin that relationship with whoever it is with. And you're going to be like, wow, I really didn't want it to end, but I was matching so-and-so's energy. Trust me, girl, I'm the queen of matching energies. And I think what I learned, like the best thing that I learned is that sometimes, like, okay, if you have someone toxic in your life, yes, match their energy. If you have a toxic friend that only comes around when he or she needs something, match the energy. I'm a little bit petty and I'm a little bit tipsy, so maybe one day I'll be like, no, don't do that. But now I'm like, no, match their energy. So match their energy, sis. But if there is someone genuinely good in your life, like, you know that this person loves you and you love this person and you care about this person and you know that this person cares about you, sometimes give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, put your pride to the side and be like, I generally match energies, but this time, because I love you, you don't even have to tell them that. This is something that you just tell yourself in your mind. Because I love this person, I'm going to hear them out, and I'm going to try to be the bigger person. I think it was like such an easier way that I could have said all of that. Become the bigger person. Being the bigger person is not always easy, and I think we have to realize and see why it's not always easy. It's not easy for me being the bigger person because I'm an energy matcher. Whatever you give to me, I'm gonna reciprocate it back to you. And I have just learned over 2021 that that is not always a good thing to do. Also, on the topic of friendships, relationships, and stuff like that, is letting people go. Let them folks go, okay? I will cut you off in a minute. No. I don't mean that. What I mean is that if someone is absolutely toxic, and you know what, I don't even really like to use the word toxic because I feel like toxic was just overused, honestly. It was just overused in my opinion. But when it is real, like when someone's being really toxic with you, I feel like that is worthy of, okay, I'm gonna just cut you off and leave you alone. I'm the queen of cutting folks off. I can cut you off and never talk to you again and act like I just don't even know you, which is probably a toxic trait, but it works when it's supposed to, okay? I'm guzzling this wine down. It works when it's supposed to. So I feel like if you're the type of person who is not reciprocating like the good, like, you know, if you don't reciprocate that you care about somebody and stuff like that, usually someone is not reciprocating, cut them off. Friendships feel like if that person doesn't care, love, and respect you enough to reciprocate whatever you're doing for them, then maybe it's time for you to choose new friends. And it doesn't have to end badly. A lot of people think that relationships have to be severed like with a serrated knife. No, it doesn't have to end badly. It can just be of something that you tell yourself that, you know what, I'm gonna just leave this person alone because, you know, for this time in my life it worked, you know, but right now with where I'm trying to be and where I am, this person really doesn't fit into my life. And you don't have to tell them that. You don't, unless you want to. But it's okay that someone in your life that was maybe in your life, you know, 2021, that's not coming into your life in 2022. It's okay. Like, I don't think it requires a post on Facebook. I don't think it requires a post on Instagram or a repost, you know, being shady on Twitter or anything like that. I think it's just something that can just be like simple to yourself that, yeah, that I get it, I see you, this person does not do anything for me in my life anymore, and I think it's best if we just sever ties. Okay, so now that we're done with the video, I feel like I really didn't touch on every single thing that I wanted to touch on, but this video is long enough. But my goals for 2022, I would say I'll give you like one from probably each category. So one of my goals is to move to Atlanta, which that is in the works. I'll give you guys more deets about that, and there will be more videos, so stay tuned for that. Another one of my videos it's the wine. I'm telling you, it's the wine, y'all. This is a really good wine. I'm gonna sit it down now because I by all means don't need any more. Another one of my goals is to grow my relationship with God. Definitely cultivating a great relationship with him. I feel like my relationship got so much better with God, and I'm just trying to keep it moving forward. Another one of my goals is to cultivate a better relationship with my family. Another goal is to definitely lose weight. Now, I'm not trying to get skinny mini on y'all, because these thick thighs are gonna always save lives, but I do want to become a little bit more slimmer, and then maybe start working on weights and things to tone myself and to really like build muscle in areas that I don't have muscle in, that's just fat right now. So that's one of my goals, and I would like to try to pay at least half of my student loans next year. We'll see. That's a goal that I have, and yeah, that's about it for right now. I haven't completely put down, like, I haven't written down like all of my goals, but that was just kind of a good rough draft area of where I'm at and what I'm trying to look forward to. Also, of course, growing my YouTube channel, because I want to talk more to you babes, and I just want to build a community that supports each other, and a community that looks like me, that supports each other, and that grows and thrives in life and flourishes. Those are my goals, you know, so far. Quickly, list down below what your goals are, if you have any goals, if they're similar to mine. I'm sorry, all my hair is just like wild now, but if they're similar to mine, then yeah, list them down below, and let's talk, let's chat. How did you guys like the chat? Did you enjoy this wind down Wednesday with me? If you did, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And yeah, all right babes, so that does it for today's video. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and also consider subscribing if you guys haven't already. I really thoroughly enjoyed talking to you guys today and drinking wine and just chit-chatting. I just felt like this was like a real like girls time, and if something that I said resonated with you today, I hope it did. But I just want to say you are not alone. It's always good to know that you have someone who's either going through the same thing that you're going through now, or who went through the same thing that you're going through now or went through. It's always just good to know that we're not alone when going through things. And yeah, that does it for today's video. I love you guys so much, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe like I said, and I will see you guys in the next video, and cheers to the new year. All right babes, bye, love you.